G'day, how you going?
Well, let's lie you face down again, and I'm going to do some soft tissue work to begin with. That's like some massagey type stuff, just to loosen things up, and then we might move on to some joint mobilization. That's me sort of pushing and prodding on bones to try and get some movement into some stuck joints, and then we'll attempt to adjust you if I feel that it's safe to do so, but just so that you're confident, nothing that I propose here is compulsory, okay? So if there's anything that you're not comfortable with, just speak up and we can try something else.
If I'm uncomfortable, I'll let you know.
Excellent, okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to address this short leg. So I'm going to put you under these blocks here.
Yep.
On the left side underneath your hip, I'm going to slide this block, and then a bit lower on this side we're going to do another one. Okay, and that'll feel uneven to you, yes?
Yes.
Okay, but now when I check your leg length, things are all even. So I think your pelvis has sort of twisted this way, as if you were kicking a soccer ball with your right leg loads of times.
Right.
And I've positioned these blocks in such a way that it's going to encourage your pelvis to twist the other way. And your body's like a piece of clay, so the forces that are applied to it, you know, from sitting at work, from moving around at work, from playing soccer or powerlifting, whatever it is, they will manifest as, you know, restrictions or scoliosis and all those sorts of things in our spine and throughout our body. But we can influence them. We can change them sometimes. When we get an X-ray of your spine, we'll have a clear idea of how prominent scoliosis is in your spine. Do you remember seeing pictures?
Yeah, I do actually.
And did it seem pretty noticeable? Like as soon as you...
It looked noticeable. I can't remember what direction, but they said lower back was twisting in one direction, middle back was twisting in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I think my neck was completely straight when it should have a bit of a curve in it.
Okay.
That's from what I remember though. It was a long time ago. And I can't remember off the top of my head exactly, but I think 33 degrees is a number thrown around, just one of them. If that has any correlation to anything.
A little bit, but
I'm sure it's just easier to do in your X-ray, right?
Yeah, we'll need to have a look at them before we can make any solid answers. What's it like up here around this right shoulder blade?
Tender. Right there where that last push was quite sore when you're putting pressure on that. Right there, yeah. That's definitely where a lot of the discomfort sort of stems from. I feel like it radiates through everywhere else.
What's this like here?
It feels like you're pushing on a knot.
Yeah. You okay through here?
Yeah.
So the pelvis, in my opinion, is a very important part of the body. I see it as the ground floor of the building, which is you, okay? And if you're building a building, you want the foundations to be strong and level, for one. And I don't think you are level through here. There's a bit of, misalignment. there's a bit of distortion through your pelvis.
Yeah.
And whilst I appreciate that something's going on here and it's probably even more of an issue for you right now, I just can't get past that something needs to happen here first.
Let's do that.
Yeah, and we need to work our way up. So what I'd like to do now is just run you through some exercises for the lower back.
Sure.
To see if it influences here, because the site of the pain is not always the site of the problem.
Yes.
And yeah, look, Nick, I'm just making a judgment call saying I think we need to start here.
Yeah.
I hear that something's going on here, but this is what my gut's telling me. So
let's do it.
I just want to leave you on these blocks for a little longer. Have you already forgotten that they're there, or
No, I can.
now that I've told you, you probably remember them? Because every moment that you're spending on these blocks is helping you to mould into this different position. And I do want to adjust you today as well to try and firmly implement those changes. But if we put you into the position and you just feel like it's a no-go, then you've got to tell me and just say, yeah, look, I'm not up for this.
Yeah, that's fine.
And because there's always time to do that in the future. You okay with this stretch here?
Yeah.
One thing you did say before was that your right hip was bugging you.
Yes.
I'm just going to go into these muscles on the left, like in through here. Is that really nasty?
No, it's just a bit tender.
Okay, and what about here?
It feels a lot tighter, but it's the same tender pain.
How are you with this?
Yeah, I'm good.
Still friends?
Yeah. I think the issue is that it's such a high pain threshold that you'd probably break my bone and be okay with it.
Yeah. That serves you in one way, but not in another.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just come around to the right side here. Okay, just tell me if this is nasty.
No, it's very much the same.
Same as the left.
Yeah.
Even around to this side.
But that's getting a bit more painful now. That there's probably the most tender part.
Yep. You right there?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to whip these blocks out now. So does that feel strange with them gone?
I feel like a different person.
Okay. Alright, what's it like when I contact your sacrum and I push through here?
It doesn't really feel like anything. This feels like you're pushing on me.
So it's not good, it's not bad, it's just big nothing.
That's it.
Okay. I'm just going to hold this for a while.
Should it feel like something?
Well, I would always hope that it would make you feel like some amazing sense of relief, right? But it doesn't always. If it's not making you feel painful, then that's good enough for me. But what I'm trying to do is use your sacrum here as a lever to decompress your spine. I've done this with a lot of people. I do it with many patients. But just being a big guy, you will be compressing your lower back quite a bit. And I'm doing this to try and decompress your back. And yeah, sometimes people will feel right around here, they will feel sort of like a nice stretchy type sensation. Sometimes it even feels like a mild pain, but it's a sweet pain. It's a pain that they sense is good for them. If I come onto your sacrum here from this angle and I push, is that any different?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we could shoot an elephant gun at you and you'd be like, yeah, I sort of felt
unfortunately that's the body I've been blessed with.
Okay, you still good with this here?
Yeah.
So I'm probably putting I would say like 20 to 30 kilos of force through your back here.
Right.
I don't know if that comes across on the camera, but yeah, this is...
Is that a lot?
Well, it's a workout. Like, I'm glad you came and saw me in the morning. Because at the end of the day, I don't really want to have to deal with you.
That's fair.
Okay, what's this one like here? This might be a little painful, but probably not on you.
I feel like it's sort of giving me some sort of burning sensation in the hip, but
Okay.
not really anything different.
Okay, what about the right side? How does it compare?
No, nothing. It's just slowly you're pushing your palm into my back.
Did one feel nicer than the other?
Oh, I'd say potentially the left one felt a bit nicer.
Okay. Okay, so Nick likes burning pain. That's what we get from that. Is that what you said? Burning?
Yeah,
In the left
I guess
hip?
that's a way to describe
Okay.
it, right?
Is it still there now as I do this?
Yeah,
You can cope?
I can cope, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so these are called joint mobilizations. I'm just trying to, again, decompress the lumbar spine here. Because if I can introduce more movement in your lumbar spine, the changes that we create through here, as you stand and walk and move around, my hope is that we'll start to change things up here as well.
And I guess that's why core exercises were sort of my thing last time, right?
Well,
Is it the same sort of concept?
a little different. Core is your core muscles, if we can even define them as such, are the group of muscles, the first group of muscles that wrap around your spine, that when you brace them or when you activate them, they protect your spine from moving into positions that would otherwise hurt them. So if you're strong through your core, the thought is that you won't hurt your back because it's like always splinting your spine.
Right.
Which is good, but you don't want to be splinting a spine that's in a bad alignment.
Right.
If that makes sense. I don't really like to talk about chiropractic as realigning you, but it's something that, you know, from a layman's terms perspective, patients understand. So
Well, that's fair.
see, I think parts of your spine are stuck and they need to be moved, and we don't want to strengthen your core before we've moved them into the right spot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to run through a set of exercises now for you, which I want you to do at home. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you how and all that sort of stuff. But first up, I want you to wiggle your pelvis left and right, just like this. Okay, I want you to do it at this speed and at this amplitude. Okay, so don't be shy.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's it. Now, what this will be doing is it will activate one of the core muscles called the multifidus. Keep going. The multifidus is like the first layer of muscle that wraps around your spine, which, as I said, when it's activated, it will brace your spine and prevent it from moving to postures that hurt it. And in desk workers particularly, this muscle becomes quite dormant.
Right.
And we just want to sort of switch it on a bit because you will need it to move from one position to the next. And this is a good way just to fire it up. And maybe when you're doing this, you can think of yourself as a loose bag of bones and you're just sort of loosening everything up. Okay?
Sure.
So you would do this for 30 seconds.
How often?
So you'll do it in the morning and the evening.
Yep.
But I'm going to send you an email with all of that detail.
Oh,
okay. All right. So once you've done that for 30 seconds, you're going to turn over onto your back, and you're going to bend your knees so that your feet are flat on the bench. Okay, that's it. All right, you okay there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now in this position, I want you to repetitively push your back against my hand and then relax. Push and relax, push and relax. Perfect. Just go a bit quicker. So push, relax, like that. Okay, you're doing this perfectly, which is,
Cool.
you know, it's surprising that many people struggle to do this. But the other way of thinking of it is it's like the initial stages of doing a bridge or rolling your pubic bone towards your nose.
Well, yeah, this is sort of the exercise that physio gave me.
It sounded like
similar.
it,
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm giving you this exercise is because specifically it mobilizes your lower back.
Right.
And again, I'm trying to specifically move your lower back because I want you to start pushing nutrient-rich fluid into your intervertebral discs. Okay,
Right.
so do you know what your discs are?
Yes.
They're the bits in between the vertebrae, okay? And they get their blood, they don't have a blood supply, so they get their food via osmosis. Keep going for me. Which means you have to move in order to push fluid out of the bloodstream into the discs.
Right.
And if you just sit, or even if you're working on your feet for a long time, that compression can build up and push all that fluid out. And you know, if they never get a chance to rehydrate, you can tend more and more towards arthritis and degenerative joint disease. Does it hurt you doing that?
No, but my back's starting to get really tight.
Your upper back?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. You're going to bend your knees so that your thighs are perpendicular to the floor, both of them.
Both of them?
Yep, both knees. No, but bring both your knees up.
Oh.
Like this? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now hold your knees around the outside of your thighs. Okay, and I want the whole weight of your legs to be held in your arms here. And I want you to repeatedly move your knees towards your chest. Is your back okay? Your upper back?
Yeah.
Okay, when you do this, just keep on bending forward like that. Do you feel like a mild stretch in your lower back?
Not really.
Okay. After a while, I would hope that you would.
Right.
Okay, so just keep it going there for me if you can. Do you struggle with this one?
Oh, I struggle getting any more forward than I am.
That's fine, but it's not hurting your back.
Painful discomfort.
Okay,
No.
so you just want to rock like this for like 30 seconds, probably in your case up to a minute.
Sure.
Okay. Again, this is all in the email. This is going to mobilize your lower back.
Right.
Once you've done that, keep your knees where they are, but put your hands here. Okay, now you're going to use your lower abdominals to pull your knees towards your chest. That's it. So like a curl. So that looks fine, but just remember, don't go past perpendicular, because that will be too much of a strain in your lower back. And then also in between each rep, just pause for a split second.
Right.
And then go up, because otherwise you'll be using momentum too much. So pull up, rest, and then up, and you'll do like 15 of these.
Sure.
Okay? So you can relax there and just drop your legs down. So that one is to switch on your abs, which will protect your back. As well as, you know, the movement that it provides will, for the same reasons as before, push nutrients into your discs. Okay, now the last one, that was the fourth one. The last one is child's pose. Have you ever done yoga before?
Never.
Okay, so child's pose might be a challenge for you, but if it isn't, we've got something else. So I'm going to get you to do. Well, I'll let you try that at home because there's a picture of how to do it.
Sure.
And let's just give you the peeled back version. Okay, so just sit up for me, facing me. Okay, I want you to come to the edge of the bench.
Yep.
That's it. And keep your knees nice and wide. And put your hands on your knees like this. Okay, and I want you to take a deep bend forward like that, as far as you can. Let your head drop down, and then come back up. So you can use your hands to push yourself back up. So you might do like 5 or 10 of these, okay?
Right.
And as you bend forward, just tell me, what do you feel? Do you feel a stretch in your lower back?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, I guess.
Is it a good feeling or is it a bad feeling?
It's a stretch.
It's just neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then come back up, and then down again, one more time. And then just stand up and walk around just a little bit. Okay, so these exercises you would do twice a day, in the morning when you get up and the evening before you go to bed.
Yeah.
And I'll need you to do these as often as you can between now and I next see you.
Yeah.
Just to see if anything changes. We'll see if you start to feel less pain when you're lying on your back. I'm not expecting miracles, but
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks mate. Good on you.